Coming up on Conversations at the Shop, NFL football is back. We discuss the opening week. Are the Chiefs in trouble without Chris Jones and Travis Kelce? The Chargers blow a lead again. Is Cleveland a team to be reckoned with? And we discuss blowouts from Dallas and San Francisco. Also on the docket, the guys review their picks from week 1. What picks did they regret? I know one of us regrets the whole week, but as Shaggy said, it wasn't me. We have the results. Also, the guys make their picks for week 2. You tell us where we're wrong at. Who's going to win the week? Come have a conversation with us on this episode of Conversations at the Shop. Starting now.
Yeah, run it up, run it up. Da-dun, 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 da-dun. Yeah, run it up, run it up. Hey, yo, I like this one. This gonna be the intro song for people out there going to get some money. Not now, but I mean, right now, it's watch it cost a dub. Much like 100 plus. Black up tight, gold chain, and see my plugs make the cut. I'm in the club, I own the club. Bitch, that's cost enough. Casino, Buzzy, Seagull, ladies, see you play for us. Run it up, run it up.
Oh, niggas, the Texans right now.
Because the Raiders can possibly win a game.
Can they?
Yes. Yes. They can possibly.
I don't know.
I'm ready to cash in. I need every dollar they hooping and hollering. Hey, celebrity fashion. Speaking of trolling fans, I'm trending they nosy, man. Yeah, King Diamond spoke a hand, but I know on cash hit the money dance. I'm breaking that. Yeah, they shot it from the
I mean, Marcus already made his pick. Clear. I am in the exact same.
38 to nothing. Nigga,
wanna know how I know these niggas never seen money? Give a nigga a rope, and they Indiana Johnson. Can't count the how many times nigga money been funny. Stack it up, yeah, Nike shoe boxing, savings and loans, something.
These niggas started Alonzo Gill at shooting guard and beat them. What? Come.
Money and power, oh yeah, respect. I'm demanding this shit, I'm fucking up commas. I'm high as a jet, I'm flexing this shit. I can tell it's my time without checking my race. Feeling like I love the best in this bitch. Had a few songs when I went at this shit. And if money ain't talking, I'm exiting quick. These niggas can match my
shout out, Matt. Hey, look, Magic Johnson is the greatest point guard of all time. If I ever said different on this show, I was high.
Bag and I keeping it running like Michelin Man. These niggas is crazy. They thinking that I ain't been on my shit lately. Go try to play me. I turn into ghost. I'm calling them Swayze. So shit just amaze me. Believing these rappers when niggas is flaky. Respect it greatly. Show up in your hood and moving it safely. Yup. Look at this guy. Let me just go ahead and get my intro off before they start wilding. Welcome to Conversations at the Shop, episode 175. As you see, your boy Matthew Wilson, your future favorite sportscaster, is here to host the show. Gerard doing family business. His son is playing football, so he's going to take a few weeks off. But y'all know the show got to go on. You know what I'm saying? He definitely should after this week. We'll get into that a little later on. You know what I'm saying? Of course, we gotta cook Gerard while he's not here. But make sure before we get started, if you on YouTube, if you on Twitch, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. If you're on Facebook, Conversations at the Shop is on live, man. Go ahead, comment, have a conversation with us. Your comments, as long as they're not too crazy, your comments will be on the screen. So you already introduced myself. We got Marcus here. We got Corey, man. How y'all doing, man? How was y'all week?
I'm doing outstanding. You know, it was shaky. Weekend was a little shaky, but you know, it ended on such a high note that nothing else really fucking matters.
The weekend was shaky. Why
other shit, non-sport shit. Other shit. But Sunday night made up for everything.
Marcus, how was your week?
I would agree. I had a trying week, but Sunday was just like nothing even mattered.
It's beautiful.
Like nothing mattered. Can't ask for nothing more. Hey, Dish, how you doing, buddy?
I'm. You know what's up, Dish?
Hey,
what's going on, brother?
Why are you so hurt?
Yeah, Dish stick around. We'll go ahead and you got to hear the Cowboys fans talk. They jump.
Dish, you probably fired up Madden real quick, put the sliders all the way up, and still probably couldn't win 40-0.
Go to rookie, get the Giants, and just go crazy. I know it. I know what I'm saying. I used to do that when I was younger. I know.
Yeah, my week was alright, man. I ain't really do nothing too special. I got to the money this week. Y'all already know is the time is ticking. I think I got what's today's date, the 11th. But I'm gonna start the show by saying I'm originally from New York. I was there when September 11th happened. If you can't pray for the families, I vividly remember September 11th. So I just wanted to start out the saying by prayers to the families in New York, and hopefully we can still come together. I ain't going to say that because you know how his nation is right now. But let's go ahead and get the show started. You know what I'm saying? Football was back. We had an NFL opening week. We're going to start off with the Chiefs game. Thursday night, Lions versus Chiefs. No Travis Kelce, no Chris Jones, even though breaking news before the show, that changed. Chris Jones signed a 1-year deal filled with incentives, no added years to the contract or anything like that. But full like his contract laced full of incentives. He'll make more than the $19 million he was supposed to make. My original question for the show was, are the Chiefs in trouble without Chris Jones and without Travis Kelce? I'm not sure what Travis Kelce's injury update is, if there has been one. But since Chris Jones has been signed, we'll go over the game. But, of course, my first question to you two is the ship righted with the Chiefs now that they have Chris Jones in tow?
It helped significantly. I mean, he was the best by pretty much every measure. He was the best defensive tackle in football last year. And one of the 2 or 3 best defensive linemen, period. Like when you look at, are you really good, Gerard?
Are you okay?
Are you sure?
Had out of everybody, you had a tough weekend, Gerard.
Sure. You stick with the words. Anyway, yeah, like by all accounts, it's like Chris Jones, Bosa, and Micah Parsons are basically like the 3 best defensive linemen last year. Like he was that good. He has been that good for a long time. So not having him is a huge blow because what he brings isn't just, for himself. It's the attention that he draws that then allows everyone else to shine. To that same point, that's also the case for Travis Kelce. You know why the Chiefs receivers don't have to be the absolute best? Because they have far and away the best fucking tight end in the world. And when he gets that much attention, all of a sudden, Marquez Valdez-Scantling is half decent. He's not too bad. All of a sudden, you can do some little bullshit with Kadarius Toney, and it works a little bit better. But when they're not there, supporting guys have to become featured guys. And everyone's not built for that. So Kansas City had a bunch of guys in roles that they were not ready for. And who was the best? What, the rookie, Rashay Rice? Like, he looked all right. I didn't see shit from Valdez-Scantling. McKinnon didn't do shit. Pacheco was fine. That's about it. Kadarius Toney was abysmal.
Toney was the worst one out of everybody. He was terrible.
Yeah.
Toney was so bad. He tried to cook the Giants, and Giants fans were like, "Hold up, I know we look like shit, but you need to calm the fuck down."
He tried to cook the Giants.
He put some post up or put some Twitter post up after the game, and people were like, "Sir, we ain't forgot about you. Go, no, calm the fuck down." Kadarius Toney was absolutely terrible. So I think the Chiefs will be fine. Not, as bad as that felt. Like the whole thing for the Lions is their offense is supposed to be one of the best. And what did the Lions score? 21 points?
Yeah, 21 to 20 was the score. Mm-hmm.
So that's honestly, compared to what people believed the Lions are capable of, to hold them to 21 points without your best defender, one of the best defenders in the league, that's actually a good sign for them. And their offensive weapons will come around. And if they don't, they'll just randomly find some other people who you didn't think were that good that'll end up stepping the fuck up. Because that is literally what the Chiefs have been doing for the last 5 years.
Right. Marcus, your take on the game?
Uh-oh.
Is he there?
He froze.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Marcus froze.
yeah, he froze.
Okay, I was about to say. I was like,
He got to stop free. He freezes in these
in
positions
these
that look
perfect
normal.
positions where it looked like he's listening.
Yeah, like he's just listening and thinking. It's throwing me off. Like if y'all know what, yeah, y'all don't understand. It really looks like he's listening. That fucked me up right there.
Right. All right.
What'd you think?
You basically covered everything. On my notes, I got Kadarius Toney had a terrible game. 4 drops. One of them was for a pick six. That pick six could have been a difference in the game. The Lions didn't look amazing. You know what I'm saying? Like they did a good job holding the Chiefs to under 30 points. But other than that, because I think you had the Chiefs predicted to have 30 points, right? I think I did too.
Yeah.
I think Marcus had them at 30 points too. So, that's basically the biggest note I have. Patrick Mahomes gave you a okay game. It wasn't a Patrick Mahomes game. 226 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick, which was the pick six. The surprise to me, his offensive line weren't great. He was moving. Again, he was running for his life.
Yeah.
But the surprising stat to me, what I thought highlights his greatness, is out of all of that, no sacks for Patrick Mahomes during the game.
Mm-hmm.
No sacks. So the original question was, are the Chiefs in trouble? They got Chris Jones back now. He has a week to practice. I'm most likely Travis Kelce will be back.
I'm sure he's progressing.
I'm sure the Chiefs are going to be just fine, and then eventually we'll see the Kansas City Chiefs next week. I expect them to bounce back. We'll get to the picks later on, but I expect the Chiefs to bounce back and look like the Chiefs. I didn't really see too many issues that they had with them beating themselves, other than Kadarius Toney.
Yeah.
Like that was pretty much it. So,
I could see it. I could see it being one of those like, oh, they don't look quite as good again, and then they end up like 12-5 still.
We'll get to that, Ken.
You know what I mean? And then it's like, they were good, but I don't know if. And then it's just like, oh shit, nah, they're still the Chiefs.
Right. But Marcus, what was your take, man? You froze up in the perfect position. I couldn't tell if you were still here or not.
We really thought she was there.
I had a phone call, but man, like y'all said, man, I think the Chiefs will be cool, man. They didn't play too bad to me. I did think that it'd be a pretty close game. I didn't think it'd be a blowout. So I didn't see nothing abnormal. Whenever they get Kelce back though, that'll definitely help, and getting Chris Jones back is definitely needed. I wouldn't say that was the reason why they lost this game, even though it would definitely it didn't help that he was sitting up there in the stands, but
at first when I saw it,
who called that?
Huh?
Like, who made that call? Like, was that like Chris Jones going like, nah, we getting a suite. We about to be right up here. Was that the Chiefs going, we want you in the, like, whose call was that to have him there? Because there's no way he was just like, the Chiefs just said, no, we want you to see this. Like, in my mind, I'm like, he's like, nah, they ain't about to be shit.
In my mind, I'm thinking it had to be him sitting up here like, I'm going to show up. I'm going to be right here. I'm going to sit here and watch this shit. And when y'all lose, y'all look holler at me and call my phone.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, well, he's there. He was there to see. Oh, well, let me see y'all play without me. Let me see how good y'all look without me on that field.
Yeah, y'all don't want to give me the money. I'm not worth the money that all the hard work that I put in, all the accolades I have now. So I'm not good enough to get this extension. All right, cool. Let me see what y'all do without me then.
Yeah, that's fine. KC, go ahead and do that and let him hit free agency next year. Go ahead and do that. Because I know a team.
Now he got this 1-year deal. He'll be right back in the free agency next year.
Go on here, free agency. Okay. I know a team that could use a good defensive tackle.
Y'all got enough after what I saw. Y'all got enough. All right, so on the other side,
fuck that. Fuck that.
Don't do that.
Get on our Ram shit. Get on that Ram shit.
Y'all got it. Y'all look fine on the defensive side of the ball.
I don't care. You over here trying to get Devontae Adams to your team that got 4 receivers already. I can get Chris Jones to the Cowboys, damn it.
I mean, yeah, we'll get into the Cowboys. I'm not gonna make this a Cowboy show, okay? Skip Bayless and Michael Irvin up here. Y'all can cut it out. All right.
I'll do that.
All right. So on the other side of the ball, though, the Lions started 2-6 last season. They always seem to have a slow start. Beating the Kansas City Chiefs in the first game of the season, though, Do you think this season is going to be different with the Detroit Lions? Do you think they start fast and they're the team that they look like in the last end of the season early this season, or is it still the same old Lions? We just need to see.
I think if they stay healthy, they could be pretty decent. Uh, but I
They
think they
said
need to
Goff never
slow
lost to
down.
Mahomes. Okay, I didn't
I
know
think
that.
they need. Me neither. I never knew that either. But I think they need to slow down a bit. Be happy that you got this win. It's cool to be happy, but they was kind of like pushing it. Like they was really going crazy, like, acting like they
Mm,
are contenders and shit. And I'm like,
I
okay, I'm
can,
cool, but it's like
I get it
y'all
though.
might have to relax. Y'all are the Lions. Y'all might have to
Okay,
relax.
it's only
But
2
that's
losses. So it's
why.
not bad. It's only
But
2 losses.
that's why they're acting like that. Because over the past 20 years, the Lions find a way to lose that game.
Yeah,
You know,
That's
they find a way to
That's
lose.
true.
We're
That's
gonna
true.
talk. We're gonna talk about this probably next. The Chargers always find a way to somehow fuck some shit up and lose these games. Like the Lions always find a way to lose these games, and they didn't. So coming off of last year and how they ended it, and then turning around and winning this game, regardless, like that was a game they could have lost. They didn't. They got that win, and I just looked at their schedule. They can. There's some winnable games.
Just give me the next. Just give me the next. All right, so they started 2-6. Give me the next 5 games.
Oh man, home against Seattle, home against Atlanta.
Okay.
This is the questionable one now, especially based on what we saw at Green Bay on Thursday night,
Green Bay looked okay. Okay.
and
Yeah.
then home against Carolina at Tampa Bay. They can be 5-1.
Yeah, at minimum.
They
Like yeah.
can be 5-1.
Yeah, they can. They can. They
That
can
is
be a 5-1.
very possible. And then after that, it's at Baltimore, who's we're not sure. Okay, but they also
Yeah.
just beat Houston, and then the Raiders, who's we're not sure yet either. Like
Man, they
they
gotta
are
win.
set up.
They gotta win.
They are set up to possibly be like 6-2 before their bye. That's a
Yeah.
very looking at that schedule. That is
Those are very,
very
those are very winnable games. Even the Packer game is kind of winnable.
absolutely. So
I'm not even sold on the Packers yet either because I think the Bears just might beat the Bears. But
yeah, it's very true. Very possible. But all that to say, I understand why Detroit as a whole and why their fans are feeling that way, because regardless of how it turned out, the fact that it was a win is very different than how the Lions have been.
All right. So we're going. Corey mentioned the Chargers. They blow another lead again. They lost to the Miami Dolphins 36-34. They had the lead in the fourth quarter. Tua went crazy. He had 446 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 pick. Tyreek Hill had 11 receptions for 215 yards, 2 touchdowns. He went crazy too. So my question is, we'll break down the game, but of course my question is, Chargers blow another lead. It's another season. Is it going to be the same old Chargers this year?
that's what it looked like. It looked like they are in mid-season fucking form. It looks like the same old. They look like the same old talented, inconsistent, frustrating Chargers, bro. That's who they are. I think this is just who they are. I'm not sure if it's the coach. I'm about ready to blame him because it's just so much talent. It's just like, bro, come on, bro. It's a lot of talent on this team, bro. Some of the mistakes that they were making yesterday is just ridiculous. It looks like that's about to be the same old Chargers. It looks like nothing changed.
Corey.
I can't put it solely on like. My thing is, I picked the Dolphins to win the AFC East. I think they're ridiculously talented, and they show that. Like on one hand, yes, there were things the Chargers could have done better, that could have won them that game. On the other hand, every time they had that shot, Tyreek Hill said, "Fuck this, I'm getting open. You're gonna get me the ball," and it worked. Like that last third down where Tua had to step up. because the Chargers looked like they were about to sack him, and he steps up on the run and puts the ball on the money 2 times. Like, that's just a great fucking play.
Was that the touchdown in the corner?
No, not the touchdown. It was led to the last touchdown.
Okay.
But it was like the 3rd down, and he steps up, and Tyreek has a step probably on J.C. Jackson because he was getting cooked the whole fucking game. But, I mean, Tua put that ball on the money in the biggest throw that he had to make that biggest throw. He made that play. So, like, I can't just say the Chargers blew it. The Dolphins took that game to me. Like, I don't think that this is a sign that, oh, it's just, the Chargers were, here come the Chargers doing the same shit again. I think this is the Dolphins going, we're going to be one of the 2 to 3 best teams in the AFC as long as Tua doesn't get hurt.
Well, the Dolphins also. Oh, go ahead, man.
No, go ahead. You good.
Now, I was gonna say, like, the Chargers can also help shit. Like, you had an opportunity to go in the halftime tied up, but you get a pass interference at the end of with 0 left on the clock, and then you get Miami a field goal. That's not Miami taking it. That's you being stupid. You know what I'm saying?
Very true.
Very
true.
The play. They had a couple of plays where, first of all, you got Eckler got 100 yards. Joshua Kelly got 91 yards. 3rd and 1. You decide to pass the ball. Herbert doesn't read the defense. He doesn't pick up the blitz. He gets hit. Damn near cost your team 2 points. Dumb shit. It's you. It's you, San Diego. Like, some of this shit is just you. You had an opportunity. You're up 1 with an opportunity to score and go up 8. Y'all screw that up. You screwed that up. You throw the ball out. Y'all don't get open. Y'all don't execute. That's on y'all. Miami did do what they had to do because, I mean, what the fuck can you do with fast ass Tyreek? But the Chargers had about 5 or 6 plays where I'm looking like, this is y'all. This ain't Miami. This is on you niggas.
Yeah, I agree because I'm looking at the numbers now. I was going to get on Justin Herbert for only throwing for 228 yards, but if you look at the rushing yards, the Chargers had 234 rushing yards combined. Yep. There's no way you should lose that game.
You can't.
There's no, and then to let the Dolphins put up 36 on you at that with that many rushing yards. It's kind of crazy to me. Y'all lamented the mistakes that they made, the pass interference. I forgot about that before I even wrote down my notes. The pass interference is crazy. Kind of points to coaching to me. Like, eventually we got to start looking like, yo, this team has been ready to take the next step. I think this is the 2nd year now that we've expected the Chargers to be like Super Bowl contenders. Kind of starting to look like the coach is holding you back. The talent is there, defensively and offensively. So the Chargers kind of, huh?
That's been the question for 2 seasons. That wasn't just last year. Because if you're not just last year, the year before, if everyone remembers that last game of the year to make the playoffs, and they literally can just let the clock run out. And the Raiders were ready to let the clock run out in overtime, have a tie, and both of you make the playoffs, and you call a timeout and give the Raiders a shot to win that game, and they go and win that game and make the playoffs. And then last year you come and you blow the 2nd biggest lead of all. I don't think it passed that old Oilers-Bills games or from way back. I don't think.
Was that 38-3 or some shit?
Yeah, but I think the 2nd largest blown lead in playoff history. Mm-hmm. So it's been literally both of your last 2 seasons have ended in embarrassment. He's been a question mark, and they chose to stick with him. That is an issue. Like you said, they ran for 234 yards. That's great. That don't do nothing when you're getting burnt for 40-yard chunk plays at will on the other side of it. Like regularly. Fucking not. And yes, obviously Hill was the main one, but I saw Craycroft continually get these first downs. I saw Barrios continually get these.
Barrios got a few. He got a few in a row.
Shout out
it's
to
like,
Brad
oh
Severity,
shit,
was former
right.
Jet.
And
Shout
then
out.
all of a sudden it's like, oh god damn, like are we really like you letting these guys kill? And then like Waddle busts out for like a 30-yard. It's like, what the fuck do you want? They have so much speed on that offense. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
So, like, yes, the Chargers blew some shit, and they had their issues. Like I said, that pass interference, that's the type of shit. Those are the type of plays that you cannot make. Those are the type of things that the best teams do not do, or those type of mistakes. When you lose a game by 2 and you gave up a field goal at the end of the half because you got a pass interference penalty, but I also give credit to the Dolphins because how many coaches would have just kneeled the ball down? I mean, most of the teams would have just kneeled the ball. All right, let's go in. We tied. Ended like that. It's the confidence that you have to have that they didn't have the ball for that long. That's the point. Miami didn't need to have the ball for that long. Them drives get real short when you have a 40-yard play and then
three plays for 78 yards. You don't need the ball that long.
It's not like I don't. And they kind of got lucky because Miami should have scored the first drive and they fumbled. Tua fumbled on like the 5, so it could have been. I guess my thing is I just think the Dolphins are better than them, and that was the difference for me. The Chargers made some mistakes that did end up costing them the game, but I just felt like the Dolphins were the better team overall. And then when their defense needed to on that last drive, they were in Herbert's face in 0.5 seconds. I can't put that last drive on Herbert.
Not at all. Not at all.
That's not adjusting.
2 steps back and they were in his face.
It was crazy. It was the first time.
Intentional grounding, sack, 17-yard pass, sack.
Yep.
That
was the first time Vic Fangio blitzed the whole game. Was during that drive. That was the first time he blitzed the whole game.
I mean, I'm just like looking at some of these, like the Dolphins are having a lot of plays, but they're going in like 4 minutes. It's like a 12-play drive for a touchdown in 4 minutes. That last drive was 9 plays.
Yeah, the last drive that was like what? I don't even know if it was 2 minutes. Yeah,
it was 2:08. 8 plays, 75 yards in 2:08. Like they didn't need to have the ball that long because they're just getting these huge chunks of plays. And sometimes that could be the difference. It's like, the teams you do all this great defense in the NBA, and then it's just like, yeah, but sorry, Kevin Durant's on the other side. It don't matter. Like that's what that felt like.
Yeah. Excuse me if I'm distracted. The Jets just kicked off. Our season begins today. You know what I'm saying? Let's get it. But I don't think my next question was going to be before we move on to the next game. My question was going to be, I don't think any of us have the Miami Dolphins pick to win the division this year. Anybody have any regrets after seeing what the Dolphins can do firing on all cylinders? They still gave up 34 points, but as we know, Jalen Ramsey is out for a few weeks right now. But any regrets seeing what they can do when their offense is firing on all cylinders, not having them winning the division? You haven't won the division, Corey? I thought you picked the Bills.
I picked them to win the division. No,
I'm mistaken. I'm sorry. Then.
I picked them to win the division. And that was why. But that was why. Was that explosivity on offense. I don't see very many teams being able to stick with them and be able to stop them, especially after what we've seen in the AFC so far. We're going to get into the Bengals. We already talked about the Chiefs being questionable. To me, it's still a long. We got to see this Monday night game because the Bills or the Jets, either one of them might look amazing, and that could change some thoughts as well. But the Dolphins are exactly what I thought they were going to be, and I'm not going to kill them for giving up 34 points because the Chargers, as much shit as we give them, are still ridiculously talented and have been one of the highest scoring offenses in the league for a couple of years. It's not like they gave up 34 like that to the Texans. I might have a problem. But the Chargers, I'm not killing them for that.
No, we're not talking about
my 1 and 2 is playing right now. So.
The Argonauts might have
right. Right, yeah.
The Argonauts might have put up more points than the Giants last night, so who knows.
All right, so next game we have the Cleveland Browns versus the Cincinnati Bengals. The Cleveland Browns prevent Joe Burrow from scoring the touchdown. They win that game 24-3. Are the Browns really like that this year, or is this just another slow start for Cincinnati that we don't need to be concerned about? Even though Joe Burrow just got that bag and he didn't put up huge numbers.
He didn't throw 100 yards. He threw for 82
No,
yards.
he didn't even throw for 100 yards. That's nasty work.
It
I
was
don't know
nasty
if
work.
I don't know if it's like we not supposed to be concerned about it, but I definitely don't think that this is like this means that the Browns are on the way. Here they come. Listen, the Bengals look pretty bad yesterday on all sides of the ball. They look bad, but no, I don't have the Browns just being that good. Deshaun Watson looked as best as he looked, and that still was he was 16 for 29, 150 some yards, 45 yards rushing. It's like, yeah, that's cool. That's not gonna beat a lot of teams. You know what I'm saying? It might beat this Cincinnati team that's coming in tripping, but it ain't gonna beat a lot of teams. But Nick Chubb is Nick Chubb also. Let's not forget about that.
Yep.
Nick Chubb
18
is
carries,
still
106 yards.
Nick
Yep.
Chubb. He is going to take care of business as long as you hand him the ball. So if you give it to him enough, it's 100 yards, guaranteed.
Corey.
I would say is a little bit of both. I don't think this says, oh, the Browns are definitely like, oh, watch out, here comes Cleveland. I do think their defense looked like that. I will give credit to Myles Garrett and them because they were fucking everywhere and they dominated Cincinnati. And I was just about to say this, Dish. I was literally just going to point this out. Last year, coming off the Super Bowl, and everyone had Cincinnati was going to do and they looked like shit in week 1, lost to the Steelers. And then they went to Dallas in week 2 with no Dak and lost to the Cowboys. And everyone said, oh, shit, Super Bowl hangover. They're not about to do nothing. And what happened? They made the AFC title game. So I'm not going to sit here and look at this and go, Malik is not shaking his head at my point. He's just because Breece Hall just had a good run.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's exactly why I'm shaking my head. Yes, sir. I apologize.
Exactly.
I'm trying.
I knew exactly
I'm trying.
what he was looking at.
I'm trying to hold my composure here. I'm trying. Y'all have no idea how excited I am.
Exactly what he was looking
no, I did.
But no, I thought we said this before the year that on paper the Browns have talent everywhere. It's just a matter of if Deshaun Watson can step up and become that Deshaun Watson of old. And that's what this game showed me. You still got Nick Chubb rushing for 100 yards like he always does. They didn't throw the ball well, but also to that same point, it was a fucking rainstorm just like the Cowboys-Giants game was. So I'm not going, Deshaun still didn't look great, but I'm not going to completely write off that possibility because of the weather and the circumstances surrounding that. And the defense, we know their defense like that. Myles Garrett, they added Zadarius Smith, who's been one of the best, pass rushers for a while. They got talent everywhere, and that's what that game showed me. To that same point, if Watson can just be good. Just be good. You don't have to be Mahomes, Allen, Burrow, them dudes. Yeah. But you need to be at the bottom part of the top 10. You need to be where Dak has been, where Cousins had been at times. You got to at least be at that level.
Yeah.
You can't be below. You got to be at Derek Carr. You can't be below Derek Carr.
Yeah.
If you can get to that, then Cleveland definitely has the talent everywhere else. But again, just like Detroit, Cleveland don't get these games too often.
Yeah.
So they should be acting the way that they are. I liked seeing that. Like, I don't know, I saw like the video of them like going back to the locker room. They got kind of like the glass halls with the fans and shit in there, like pumping them up and do that. Because you're the Cleveland Browns. Because you've been to the playoffs twice since they came back to the league. And that was 25 years ago.
Yeah.
I think they've been in the playoffs twice. Do this because that shit doesn't happen often for them. So do your thing. They should be happy with that win. It was a very dominant and one of the most unexpected performances, unexpected wins of the week.
That's a fact.
I think Aaron Rodgers is injured, so I'll fully pay attention to the show now. All right.
Oh my God.
My
Yeah, oh shit! I did not realize. Oh.
yeah, that doesn't look good.
Oh my God. Already?
I'm not laughing at Aaron Rodgers. It just showed a close up of Zach Wilson in the huddle, and that just made me smile a little bit. I'm sorry. It's just.
right now, Corey.
It's cool.
No, y'all no. Because I'm always the number one person of don't cheer for injuries. Like I legitimately hate shit like that, and I don't like that. Like
They look they know it's over. Like I just saw Robert Sala's face. It's over. All right.
I legitimately, even as much as Aaron Rodgers tortured the Cowboys, I never wish for shit like that. I hope he's fine. I hope this is just something. He tweaks something. He'll be able to get back there. It was just like literally, it was like a close up of Zach Wilson trying to pump up the team. And it just looked funny and it made me laugh. I couldn't help it. So.
He had a good preseason though, so we'll see if he can carry us until they figure out what's going on with Aaron on the sideline. They had to help him off though, so that's never good.
Yeah.
All right, so my opinion on it, I didn't see the full game, so you probably guys know a little bit more than me of how Deshaun Watson looked in totality. But from the highlights, to me, he showed flashes of the old Deshaun Watson, which is what I like to see. I liked him using his legs. He had a few 20-yard scrambles that I saw. Think he need to utilize that. If they can utilize his legs with Nick Chubb outside of out the backfield, they should be able to keep the ball out of the offensive hands on the other side and rely on their defense. I'm not totally ready to say that they've arrived or anything like that. I'm not prepared to say that. I am kind of concerned about the Bengals, regardless if they start slow or not.
Me too.
I understand that Joe Burrow did come into the game. I don't know if he's fully healthy, but he was injured in the preseason. Throwing for 84 yards and having a QBR of 8 is crazy, though. Like, that's a little bit wild. The pass protection wasn't great. So, I kind of just feel like the Browns ran into the Bengals and the Bengals was having a terrible week. That's kind of like how I see it. I mean, I don't really know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really know how to gauge if the Browns are going to be better or not. Just going to have to see. Nick Chubb gave you 18 carries, 106 yards. I'm pretty sure you're going to rely on him. So, I mean, as long as y'all rely on him, depending on what your schedule is, I don't have a pull up in front of me right now. But we'll see where the Browns go from here. All right, and the more impressive blowout. The Cowboys beat the Giants 40-0. Dish, if you're still here, it's your time, buddy. Who do you have? What was the score of the
30-7.
30-7. So yeah. So the 49ers 30-7 over the Steelers, or of course to me the more impressive blowout is Dallas. But Dallas 40-0 at the Giants home stadium. Fuck you, the Giants, because I told y'all to clean the sage the building before we got in there. Apparently you didn't.
This was in Pittsburgh too. Frisco's win was on the road as well.
Yeah, I know. I'm just speaking to the Giants because Aaron Rodgers is hurt. I told them to sage the stadium before they turned off the lights yesterday. And clearly they did not do that. So now their bad karma is still lingering. You know what I'm saying? Their bad karma is still lingering. So yeah, now we're suffering the repercussions of that. But I was just kidding. But y'all go ahead and get y'all shit off. Both of y'all the Cowboys fans. Go ahead. This is your time. It's y'all 5 minutes, not mine.
I'll start with this. I was someone who said I think the Steelers are have a chance to be sneaky good. And I came into this game thinking this is going to be a good game. Like Pittsburgh might fuck around and catch Frisco. Brock Purdy coming off his first game, coming off the elbow injury. He's just getting back in his shit. And I don't know. Bro, within 5 minutes, it was like, oh, shit.
It was bad.
Like, immediately, it was like, oh, Frisco really is this good. Jesus Christ. McCaffrey, another big play. McCaffrey again. There's Debo. Oh, here's some other weird play to some other random running back. And there's Ayuk. And then there's Kittle. Can't forget about him. It's just, they are so damn talented. It's, for all the people who sat there and tried, McCaffrey is back to being the best running back in the league. Shame on Carolina for fucking him over like that. Because good God, he is in a team, in an offense that knows how to use him, and it is apparent he is still that dude. That was, I mean, like we were talking before, and you were saying how they only ran the ball 10 times. Najee Harris only had 6 carries. Pittsburgh only ran the ball 10 times. The thing with that is the shit went so bad so quickly that they had to throw the ball. 3 and out.
46 times though? That's crazy. Like, I get you. I get that.
First drive, 3 and out, -5 yards. Touchdown, down 7-0. Next drive, 3 plays, pick. Frisco scores again. It's 10-0. Another 3 and out, -3 yards. Frisco goes down, scores again. It is 17-0 a minute into the second quarter. And you've ran 9 plays for hold on, let me get my math real quick. -3 yards.
I was thinking there was a lot of negatives in there.
You've ran 9 plays for -3 yards a minute into the second quarter, and you're down 17-0 already. It's not like Najee Harris is this big game breaker, like speed dude. That's not his game. He's a good, solid, consistent dude, but he ain't out here busting out some McCaffrey, Tony Pollard, making people miss that. That's not what he do. 6 carries is kind of wild, but that shit was done. Like, it got so bad so quickly. I can't be mad at it. That shit was embarrassing. That was sad. And all that's to say, the answer is still the motherfucking Dallas Cowboys. Because last I checked, the Steelers didn't win a playoff game last year, correct? Steelers didn't win. Did New York Giants win a playoff game last year?
Yes, they did.
They won a playoff game last year. And somebody, not here at this moment, but somebody within this group, this podcast,
it wasn't us.
Picked the Giants to be better than the Cowboys this year, correct? That happened. Danny Dimes and all that.
He did do that. We all told him he was stupid for it. He did do that.
So to me, a shutout of a team that won a road playoff game last year is more impressive than a 30-7 victory over a team that didn't. So it's the Cowboys. It's that defense, and we're going to be a fucking problem. Micah Parsons, Defensive Player of the Year. Although apparently he might have some competition from Trayvon Diggs. Trayvon Diggs trying to act like he's the hardest hitter on the motherfucking defense all of a sudden. He out here laying out Saquon Barkley.
Now you can't throw to the other side because you got Stephon Gilmore.
And then we lose our big hitter safety, Donovan Wilson. What do? Hey, Wanye Thomas, come just hop on in here real quick and start making plays. Like, we're literally
on what, Gerard? Put a name on what?
Put a name on you for picking the Giants to be better than the Cowboys. You know we cooking you. The only reason we ain't talked about your sorry team is because they're not worth talking about, because we told you I told you Ryan Tannehill is the worst quarterback in the AFC South, and after 1 week, Ryan Tannehill is the worst quarterback in the AFC South. I stand by that shit. But we're not wasting time on your sorry ass team. 14-3, I believe that was he said. 14-3.
Originally, it was 12-5, but when we went through the schedule,
You said 14-3.
it became 14-3 when I added up his.
He only got 2 more L's to go.
He got 2 more to go on that. But yeah, the Cowboys defense was insane, and I loved one last thing. Just again on Diggs, because everyone says that Trayvon Diggs only like covers sometimes, and if he doesn't make a play, then he's just getting burnt. And in the fourth quarter, we're up 33-0 in the fourth quarter. This game's over. You've got nothing to play for. He gets beat on a slant. He doesn't give up. He runs him down and forces a fumble, up 33-0 in the fourth quarter of a blowout game. That to me was the biggest play, because that was literally him going, nah, none of this is acceptable. We're not letting up. We're not just going to give up some garbage time touchdown. We're not just going to let it. No, that wasn't acceptable. I'm going to make up for it. I'm going to make this play. And I believe I think it was Shannon Sharp. It was Shannon Sharp or Ryan Clark. One of them said they tried to make it personal when he went at Dak in training camp. Mm-hmm. Like, oh, is he just trying to disrespect it? Like, no, that was just the attitude that they have adopted on this defense. We're like this, and we're not letting nobody come in our shit and just do that. That was the biggest takeaway for me, because our offense didn't really do shit. We didn't have to. Got a pick six and a block field goal touchdown in 3 possessions.
Y'all took out your starters by halftime, right?
No, they played. They
played well into the fourth quarter.
I saw somebody say that they took out the Giants.
No, they kept them in.
Took out their starters.
They kept them in. It was just at that point, you're not going to run all your extra shit. You're not going to run it. Just run basic shit, get guys in rhythm, run some little plays here and there. And, they basically, at that point, it was like a preseason game. Just play your vanilla shit and just get through the game and make sure no one else does anything.
They get out of here healthy.
Exactly.
Marcus, did you take? Corey was very long-winded.
I am always long-winded, especially on shit like that. And that's one.
Yeah, he hit all the points, man. I was picking the Cowboys for sure. But the 49ers do look impressive. And I thought it was interesting because they was really dominant on offense. We was really dominant on defense. And it's kind of like, that was my thing. Like, I know that 49ers, they're really good on the other side too. But they really stuck out to me offensively when you look at Brandon Ayuk out of nowhere with the day he had. You forget about McCaffrey after a while. You're like, yeah, I know he's good, but damn, if you do give him 22 carries, he could get 150 yards. You forget that. Carolina, but yeah, I had that. I had Dallas being the most impressive. 40-0, man. I didn't even expect that.
Yeah, I don't really have much to add on to what Corey said. Corey pretty much covered all bases with his point. I mean,
goddamn right.
You beat a team 40-0. The one thing I will say though is I'm gonna push back on what Corey said in the chat was that our defense looked that good. I'm not saying that you're not. I'm not saying that you're not elite. I'm not saying that you're not top 3. But when I was watching the game, the Giants did a lot to beat themselves. When y'all had to block field goal, there was a bad snap before that. I think it was second down or whatever. There was a bad snap before that. That was like a 10 to 15 yard loss. They set up for the field goal. It was a blocked field goal. Then the next drive, Saquon Barkley had a bad fumble. I'd never really see him fumble, but he got hit. He had a bad fumble that turned into a touchdown. Daniel Jones had a bad pick in the second. Leads to Dallas going up 26-0. He threw a pass running out of bounds. He should have just chucked it out of bounds. There was nobody fucking open.
He threw it to Gilmore.
He threw it straight to like it.
It was still a hell of a catch. It was a hell of a catch by Gilmore, but he should have threw that out.
Their kicker, Gano, he missed 2 field goals in the
He
first half.
He shanked that second.
And the offensive line was abysmal. I totally get Micah Parsons and them being dominant. You giving up 7 sacks and having your quarterback hit 12 times is crazy. And you having Saquon Barkley and him only touching the ball 12 times. I get you just paid Danny Dimes. We get it. But everybody said, we understand you're paying Danny Dimes, but Saquon is still your best player. Same thing that applies with the Steelers applies to the Giants. I mean, if I'm the Giants, I'm still running the ball because it's Danny Dimes. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm still running the rock. Like, I get it. You're getting smoked. But the game was over in the second quarter. Game was over in the second quarter.
Yeah.
So the Giants did do a lot to beat themselves. That's the only point that I'll push back on. Am I inaccurate in anything that I was saying when it comes to that? I'm not sure. I hope you don't feel like I'm trying to discredit your defensive performance because you guys were all over the field on all special teams, defense, and offense, as they said. So I'm not discrediting anything. All I'm saying is the Giants need to get their shit together. That's it.
For sure.
That's it. The Giants got to get their shit together, man. You can't play like that. Like I get how dominant Dallas was, but hey, look, man.
The only concern that I had was especially that first drive. There is still a concern of just running straight up the middle on us. And that happened on that first drive. And there was a struggle for a little bit there before he got our footing. We're going to need Maisie Smith to learn some shit and figure some shit out. He's not ready yet. Odigizua is awesome at pass rushing. He's still not the big run stopper yet. I think he had 2 sacks again, but he's awesome. Like, what makes our defense good is that we have so many people who can get to the quarterback, and you saw that. We literally go 6 deep on end. Like, Micah is the name. Tank Lawrence has been there forever, so everyone knows him. Durant Armstrong had 8.5 sacks last year. Dante Fowler's been doing this for a long time. Sam Williams came on at the end of last year. Like, we have, and then Odigizua on the inside to do some shit. Like, that's what makes, and Dan Quinn rotates his guys, just like he used to do in Seattle. Rotates his guys, so it's always fresh linemen going, and then all of a sudden we started blitzing Van Der Esch yesterday. Right. That dude was lining up on the end and shit. Like, I love that. But yes, the Giants, yeah, we us three knew that the Giants were overrated and not great. But to that same point, I would have, coming into this year, I would say that the Giants, the Patriots, and the Steelers were all kind of viewed at a similar level.
The Giants,
so the fact, so Dallas, Frisco, and Philly are the 3 best teams in the NFC. I think most people would say. So they all got wins over Pittsburgh, the Giants, and the Patriots. I think coming into the year, all 3 of those teams would have been viewed in kind of the same level. So how much do we put into is the fact that the Giants and the Niners dominated like that while the Eagles struggled and really kind of like that was a 4th down and they almost converted, but I think it was Kendrick Bourne just didn't get his second foot down. And they would have been inside the 10 with a chance to win that game. Like, it was very close to being right there. So does that change how we would rank those top 3 teams in the NFC after 1 week? Or are the Patriots maybe a little better than we thought? Or are the other teams a little worse than what we thought?
Yeah. But all right, quick Jets update. Aaron Rodgers got carted off the field. Saw Robert Saleh's face.
That's already gonna be the meme of the season. It's gonna be the meme
because we know what it is. Trust me, as Jets fans, we know what it is. Zach Wilson's on there. We have no faith in him. We'll just see. Defense, Defense better be ready to be on the field a lot. Be on the field a lot. You know what I'm saying? Adam Lazard just got a first down and all of that.
Go
But
Zach, man. God
who
damn it.
cares?
I
Hopefully
really
Zach
picked
holds
up.
it down, man. But I think things are going to get a little spooky. You already know what our first 7 to 8 games looks like. So Aaron Rodgers don't play. Our season's over.
Jesus,
Right.
I just briefly watched. Jesus Christ, he flew through the line. I just briefly watched Aaron Rodgers, not Aaron, Peyton Manning's reaction to it, and it was just like, this is literally every NFL fan watching this right now. Peyton Manning's like, I know Peyton Manning wanted to cuss at that moment because you could literally see him put his hands on his head and go like, I thought this was just an ankle. Like, I thought it was a couple plays and he's going to be back as they're putting Rodgers on the cart. And he's literally like, how is this possible? Like, you can't make, this wasn't in the little Keegan-Michael key commercial of the NFL script for this season. There's no fucking way.
All right, so it's time to cook Gerard. I need to feel better.
Yep, all more positive things.
Yep. Time to cook Gerard. Our picks for last week. I have the records here. All right, me and Corey currently tied for first place. Looks like he's going to win the week. Me and Corey are tied at 10-5. Marcus,
But one of us picked the Jets tonight.
yeah, I said
One of us picked the Bills. Yes.
Right, one of us is going to win a week. Corey picked the Bills. I picked the Jets. Marcus is 9-6. Gerard is 5-10.
Hey!
About to be 5-11. So Gerard's not here, but I will go ahead and ask you two before we fully cook Gerard, unless y'all just want to go ahead and get your shit off.
You see what my little second, my underlay is.
Top 5 cousins. Oh, nice.
Nice. Hey, you know what, Gerard? You had quite a few questionable picks. You had quite a few questionable predictions for the whole season. Your Tennessee Titans got smoked again. Like, you guys are you didn't have a really good weekend, other than your Miami Hurricanes did pull it out. Your Hurricanes pulled it out, so you got 1 W out of 5. I don't know.
He said 12-5, Dish, actually. He said 12-5, so that's worse.
Yeah, Gerard, you gotta get the fuck out of here. And you send your picks in because I know you're gonna go 5 or 10 again this week.
Hopefully he's smarting up. Hopefully he's smart. Here's the thing with Gerard. I cooked Gerard about his outlandish takes but I couldn't really cook him too much last season because of the picks. So what I'm happy about is that now when Gerard makes crazy takes, his picks are starting to even out to his crazy takes. So now he just looks wild. So now there's no safety blanket for Gerard up here. So hopefully this changes, Gerard, from here on out. Hopefully, you know what I'm saying, you get your stuff together and you stop making wild takes like the Titans are going 14-3 and the Giants are going to be number 1 in the division. Like, you had a really, really, really bad weekend. It wasn't just the picks.
He will not.
It wasn't just the picks. It's that every take that you've made so far that was crazy for this NFL season smacks you in the face in week 1. You gotta relax. You gotta relax, my boy. You gotta relax.
All bad.
All of them. All his takes. All of them.
I mean, Minnesota losing to Tampa at home. Disgusting. No, you don't lose to Tampa Bay.
I don't remember him saying the Giants were going to be second in the division. He did. He
said he still had the Eagles winning. He had the Eagles winning.
Yeah, that's right.
But he had us third. Yes, no, that's what he said. Which is still terrible and looks awful. Technically, mathematically, 12-5 is still attainable.
Did you watch that game yesterday?
Let's just.
Did you watch that game?
I'm just gonna throw this out here. 16 for 34 for 198 yards and 3 interceptions. QBR of 10.3. a quarterback rating of 28.8. Like that's a
Damn.
bad QBR. Like usually it's like the QBR be bad, but then like the quarterback rating still be like 60 something. Nah, your quarterback rating was still 28.8. Your best offensive player was Nick Folk. I'm not.
That's wild. That's wild.
Nah,
That's
nah. Nick Folk did his job. All right, Nick Folk was 5 of 5. Nick Folk was perfect. Okay, he did his job. Y'all let Nick Folk down. All right.
Nick Foles, offensive player of the year, dog. That's crazy.
Y'all let Derek Carr come out here and throw for 300 yards. You know, it was disturbing, and it was unacceptable. But you didn't. A lot of people can do a lot of things, but
Dish
you
don't.
Did what the Titans do.
Don't just because Gerard is not here does not mean Dish you have to like come back and try to make up for his ridiculous shit.
Well, Dish, hold up now. Y'all got to see us again. So just say y'all
you already
be
know how
15-2.
that's gonna go. So
Say
like,
y'all
don't
be
even.
15-2 that'll even that up. That's cool.
Oh no, because they'll win next week because they play the Cardinals, and the Cardinals is I don't know
Dumpster fire.
what the fuck that is.
A dumpster
I
fire.
don't know.
But then they're at San Francisco the week after that, and
That's
have
gonna be
fun with
fun to
that.
watch.
Have fun with that one.
That's gonna be fun to watch.
Cardinals was this Josh Dobbs out here. Just, I think I looked and it was like Zach Ertz had like 8 targets and no one else had like more than 2. I was just like, so you just said fuck it.
Yeah, just say fuck. I mean, he just got there yesterday. He ain't been there long. He don't know nobody there. He's like, bro, I know who Zach Ertz is. I mean, he might be too old, but I mean, I know who he is.
Way to stay positive, Dish. I feel you. I'm on the same wave right now.
You-
I'm trying super hard to stay positive and to make
I
sure
wanna
act
say
like
I
this
hope-
isn't bothering me. Yeah, I'm pissed. Like I'm pissed right now.
For
I'm
Dish's
super
sake,
trying to stay positive.
for Dish's sake, I want to say it can only go better. But the only thing that could be worse than getting blown out at home the way that y'all did is to turn around and lose to the worst team in the league in week 2. So don't speak too soon. What was that, Josh Allen? Oh my God.
But
Sorry.
all right. So the question now, since we cooked Gerard, we got that out of there. Is there any pick that you guys regret, like a loss? Is there any pick that you guys regret? I'll start off. My regretful pick was the Steelers. I mean, oh shit, good pass.
That's what you see what I'm talking about.
Yeah, well, thank you, Josh. But my pick was the Steelers. Like I said, I get being behind, but there's no way in hell that I'll pick that game and expect Kenny Pickett to throw the ball 46 times. I don't care how much you're up. Like I just, like I don't care how much you're up. To see that stat was like,
Wow.
what? Like, yo, for real? So that's my regrettable pick. What about y'all?
Mine is the Bears because I did have the Bears
That's
having
a
the
good
better.
one. That's a good
I had
one.
the
Let's get
Bears
into
being
that.
a little better. They came in.
Yeah,
You
let's
put
get into
DJ
that.
Moore. You got DJ Moore. You figured Chase Claypool will be better, even though for a couple of months they've been saying he ain't even been giving the effort that they want him to give, and then you come out yesterday, he looked like he was sleepwalking. But they just had so much talent around Justin, and then you figure Justin's gonna take a step forward. And they laid another egg. Look like the Bears all over again. They don't look no different. Look like Aaron Rodgers ain't win nowhere.
Yeah.
I also was going with the Bears. I thought about going with the Seahawks, but I don't regret that one because I don't think anyone just expected the Rams to just come out and do some shit like that. So that's not a regretful.
That was one of those ones that's like, if you're gonna beat the Seahawks, you're just gonna beat the Seahawks because I'm not picking y'all to do.
There's no way I'm coming in this year without Cooper Kupp, mind you, without the only offensive player worth a shit on the team, or at least we thought, because apparently Puka Nakua is the next great wide receiver in the fucking league. It's a damn shame, Dish.
Dish, that was heavy, man.
Right.
That was heavy.
For
dude.
real.
I'm sorry, dude.
Um,
I don't regret my team. I picked
Yes.
them when I was a kid.
Same.
Shit, at least you got Super Bowls. I don't have any. Relax. It'll be okay.
But yeah, for me, it's gonna be the Bears too. Because while we all focused on, and damn it, you took my point right there for me, Gerard. We all focused on Fields and them getting DJ Moore and these other weapons that they may have, and we forgot that their defense was god awful last year.
Mhm.
Which is
It is
crazy to say.
still-
Which is, like, I thought about that in the car. So I was like, dog, they're the Chicago Bears. Why is your defense so fucking terrible? Like, that's who you are. Like, why?
The one thing that y'all always at least have would be at least a
Heads up,
halfway
Malik.
decent defense.
Look at your screen, Malik. Look at your TV. Just go ahead. I'll give you that moment. Yeah, we forgot how bad the Bears defense is.
I'm a little bit
And
behind you, so go ahead.
I know, that's why I'm giving you that warning. Yeah, the Bears defense was absolutely embarrassing, and for Jordan Love to pick them apart the way that he did was just absolutely embarrassing.
Let's go. It's still going to be a field goal, though, so it don't matter. It's going to be a field goal. It's going to be a fucking field goal.
You needed Brees Hall to take that one to the house.
You needed to score there, Brees. Hey, it's going to be a field goal, my boy. Thank God he's back, though. That's positive. Thank God.
I'm happy
Brees
to
is
see
back
him breaking
and
these kind of
healthy.
runs already.
Yep,
Because
yep.
he didn't. It was middle of the year. Yeah, week 7 he tore his ACL and meniscus. Jesus Christ! So for him to come back week 1, Marcus, you didn't see. He just broke up. The Jets picked off Josh Allen, who overthrew his receiver by 10 yards.
Crazy.
And so they had the ball on like the 3, and Brees Hall just busted out an 83-yard run. But he got caught and tackled him.
83 yards is kind of tough. That's
So-
kinda... Then we just got through talking about the injury, so it's like, man, he was. I don't think he was ready for that yet.
Right.
He didn't
But
even gonna break that out.
it's good to see him breaking off these runs so soon after that type of after that terrible.
Yeah, because I
injury.
thought he was gonna miss a couple of games. I thought
Me
that was
too.
why they went after Dalvin Cook.
Yep.
But
But
he's looking like they saying Dalvin Cook number 2.
right. That's what it's been so far. But yeah, to that same point, Bears was my most regrettable. Steelers right there too. But yeah, I'm going with these damn Bears making me look bad.
All right. So we're still on picks. Everybody ready to make your picks for week 2?
Hold up. Let me get this set up real quick. All right.
Are you gonna take the notes?
Yeah.
on it?
I'm gonna take these.
Bet,
down.
bet.
Starting off on Thursday night, with what probably looked like a better game when it was released, but now I'm not
Sherrod
so
said
sure.
he regrets picking the damn Bengals. You should have regretted picking
You
the
go
Titans.
picking the Titans is exactly what you should be doing.
What I tell you, field goal, huh, Corey? What I tell exactly.
Wasn't gonna say nothing. I was gonna let you. I was
Field
gonna
goal.
let you.
Like I told you, it's your Brett. You
They
take that
end
to
up
the
getting a
house,
field
man.
goal. That's crazy, man.
Yeah,
I was gonna let
Field
you
goal.
catch up.
Yeah.
I knew. Second I saw Zach Wilson start scrambling and
I
being
knew.
unsure, I was
Yeah.
like,
I saw him
here it comes.
backpedaling with a defender coming towards him. I was like, this is gonna be a pick or it's gonna be something wild. So,
Oh, shit. All right.
Oh, man.
Okay. Thursday night and what might not be as good of a game anymore. Minnesota Vikings at the Philadelphia Eagles.
if y'all are watching, I don't know if these odds are correct. I don't know.
I'm not. Yeah, I don't
don't
even
worry
have the
about the
odds.
odds.
I just got the schedule. Yeah. So yeah, Minnesota at Philly.
I got Philly.
Yeah, I think we all have the Eagles because top 5 Cousins is
By the way, if you're watching, this will be a great time to comment. We can actually look at your comments and get into your comments now
There
while we're
you go.
doing picks, so we can comment if you have something crazy.
good old top 5 Cousins.
Dish got the Vikings. Okay, Gerard says my first Cousins. Here
you go,
I got in
being-
trouble for calling
being
somebody
stubborn
an idiot
again.
this week. So let me
All
chill
right,
out.
go ahead. That's your pick.
Yep, sure is.
You
going
want
to
Philly to lose to them, but you got Philly winning the. All right.
Dumb shit.
Listen,
Okay.
I'm fine with Philly losing. I'm good with that. But let Gerard be
Okay.
Gerard. Packers at the Falcons.
2-1-0 team.
I got the Packers.
Yeah.
I don't
Same.
trust Desmond Ritter in any way, shape, or form at all. Nope. Mm-mm. And Green Bay didn't even have Christian Watson this week.
Yeah, I'm going with the Packers, man. I'm sorry, Falcons. I'm going with the Packers. I try to ride with y'all, man.
Lee?
I picked the Packers. Yeah, I got the Packers.
Did
Gerard has the
Gerard give a pick?
Falcons.
And now you're just trying to play catch up. It's only week one, Gerard. You're not gonna make it all up in 1 week. Like
You're
you could
not.
just
Keep picking these
slowly
dumb
work
teams.
your way back.
Keep picking
But-
these dumb teams. Because remember, here's the thing about Gerard's record last year. A few weeks, one of us didn't pick. So the record isn't. He thinks he won by this landslide. He didn't. I missed. I think 1 or 2 weeks. Corey missed 1 or 2 weeks.
Malik missed a couple of weeks, and Corey missed like a week, I think, or something like
So
that.
like,
So here's something, and here's something crazy that I didn't even realize as I looked over my picks again from last week. And it worked out because I would have picked them anyway. I somehow skipped Bengals Browns. I would have picked the Bengals, so that would have been an L anyway. But I somehow skipped Bengals Browns. When as I looked over it again, I was like, "There's no way." When I got to my record, and then I was like, "Wait, my game counting is wrong." It would have been a loss. I 100% would have picked the Bengals. It's not even a question. But shit like that just happened. Interesting one here. The Las Vegas Raiders 1-0. Jimmy G. He looked all right. He looked fine, which is usually what Jimmy G does. Just enough to win. At the Buffalo Bills.
of course,
Yeah,
that
but
means
you
we tied this
had
week.
Buffalo, and I ain't gonna get it, so I got Buffalo.
I'm kind of shaky on Buffalo right now after the things I've seen from Josh Allen early.
But the Raiders defense is not the Jets defense.
Yeah, I
The
do know
Raiders,
that.
the Raiders are the Raiders. They did
Give me,
struggle with Russell Wilson.
Give me we have the right to reserve this pick since we just seen a major injury. So
True. Fair point.
Expect next
Fair
week
point.
for this pick to change. I will for right now though. I will take the Bills. I will take the Bills right now.
I'm very
I want to say the Raiders though. There's
I'm-
something
I'm
in me that's saying say Raiders
tempted
though.
to pick the Raiders too. But I'm gonna stick with the Bills. Yeah, I got the Bills, but this one wouldn't shock me. And that line is low key a little crazy. Bills 9.5-point favorites is a little crazy.
That's a little wild, yeah. That's why I said I don't know how updated this
Yeah.
is. So you know what I'm saying? Like I just kind of pulled it off for the schedule. I didn't pull it off for the
for
the odds.
of course. Did Gerard make a
Dish
pick?
said he's going with Vegas. Gerard said he's going with the Bills.
All right. Now the interesting one. Baltimore, the other cursed team. The super cursed team already. They 1-0, and they are down 2 DBs and a running back already.
Jesus Christ. That's right.
That running back
Dobbins-
position in Baltimore is like really
It's cute,
cursed.
yeah.
Like it's really bad.
Dobbins tore his Achilles. They were already down Humphrey. The other DB, I think they're fearing he had a torn pec.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh. Corey froze.
Ah, shit. Did I
Oh, no,
really?
you're here. You're here.
All right, bad. All right, cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Don't scare me like that. You know, be having them issues sometimes. I'm got Cincinnati bouncing back.
Okay.
Oh man.
Nah, give me Baltimore. They got to show me after last week. You throw for 80-something yards against the Browns. You going to have to show me. I get bouncing back, but you damn sure going to have to show me. And if Nick Chubb, well, they lost a running back, but they still have Lamar. So, yeah, give me
Whoever the
Baltimore.
running back has been in Baltimore has always been.
Yeah, give me Baltimore. Baltimore. The Bengals have
This was tough to me because Baltimore didn't look all that impressive against Houston yesterday to me.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't watch a second of that game. I
Me
had
neither.
zero
I just watched the
desire.
highlights. I definitely wasn't gonna watch the game. I think I'm gonna go with Baltimore because Cincinnati was pretty shitty, and like you would at least have to show me that you're gonna be better than that. So yeah, I'll go with Baltimore in the close. I think it'll be close though. I think it'll be close.
Did Gerard give a pick?
He said the Browns.
You're not on the Browns.
They're not. What are you talking about,
It's
Gerard?
the Bengals and the Ravens.
This nigga's high.
Jesus Christ. We'll get
We'll
back to
skip
you.
that one for right now.
Seattle Seahawks, arguably the most disappointing performance of Week 1
Oh my
at
God!
the Detroit Lions.
Give me the Lions. The minute I saw Geno
really
say,
about to-
"Oh my God, there's somebody breaking through the line," I was like, "That's the Geno I know." Give me Detroit.
I can't believe I'm about to do this, y'all. Give me the Lions.
I'm with you. Same. I gotta go with the Lions. Which means like Geno's gonna throw for like 350 and 4 touchdowns next week. And
He's gonna go
Probably.
off. He's
This
gonna
is-
go off.
this is a win-win for me. Either I'm right and the Lions win, or I lose and I can shit talk Malik about Geno being the best Jets quarterback of the last generation.
Geno still hasn't wrote with me back yet. I wonder if he will when the season's over.
We'll see. We'll see.
If he will when the season's over.
We'll see. Did Gerard make a pick on this one?
Seahawks.
All right. Did we get a clarification on the last one?
Gerard, we're going to the next game, but Gerard, we need your pick for Bengals versus Ravens. You said Browns. It was a stupid idea because the Browns aren't playing in that game. So
What's wrong with Gerard?
I will give you that and count it as a loss. Like,
Right. You can just pick the Browns twice.
I'm fine with that. 2 losses. Yes. The Los Angeles Chargers at the Tennessee Titans. Y'all know how I feel.
whew,
I got the Chargers
I got the Chargers by a lot.
in a lot.
I got the Chargers in a lot. Yeah, they're gonna be pissed off from last week. Good luck with that, Gerard.
I don't know, guys. I mean the Chargers did. But I got the Chargers, man. I went there in a million years, pick you garbage
You was gonna
ass,
do that.
sorry
That's why I
ass,
shut up. That's why I
filthy,
shut up.
sour ass Titans. I'm not picking you bad news, Bears ass niggas.
I'm just gonna give Gerard the Titans. I don't even need to ask.
Yeah, I'm
He's
sure
an
he
idiot.
think he's gonna win. He not gonna actually tell the truth.
And Gerard say he wants the Ravens for the Baltimore game. He wants
All
the
right.
Ravens.
Interesting one here. A couple interesting ones. Chicago Bears at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Give me Tampa Bay. I'm not picking the Chicago Bears. I'm not picking you. I'm sorry, bro. Like I'm not picking
Zero
you.
hesitation though.
Nah, I'm not picking y'all, man. And it's
my
crazy.
team, bro.
And it's crazy because this should be the week. Like Baker Mayfield is so wild and consistent that this should be the week that Baker Mayfield fucks up. Fuck it, give me the Bucks. I'll deal with the loss.
That's exactly Malik. That's exactly where I was going, bro. I don't have Baker Mayfield going 2 weeks in a
And
row
look
and
who's here.
being decent. Oh God,
Oh shit.
I don't have
Give me
Baker
the-
Mayfield
give me
going
the
2 weeks in a
motherfucking
row and
Titans.
being decent.
Calm down, relax. You cutting off Marcus on his answers. So
Yeah, you cut me off, especially about the Titans. You
I'll
can
be right
get your ass off the screen if you're gonna come in here and talk about the Titans. I don't know what the fuck you talking about. Like that ain't even the team to even bring up. You shouldn't even want to bring up nothing with the letter T. You shouldn't even look at the time. You shouldn't eat tea. You shouldn't drink tea. You shouldn't eat. You should eat tacos tomorrow, nigga. Skip Tuesday and Thursday, nigga.
Taco Tuesday. You said he can't participate in Taco Tuesday?
Nah, I can't have no tacos. Nothing with a T. You can't even wear a teammate jersey. You can't do nothing with a T.
Oh, that just made my night. That was amazing. Oh shit. Whew, that was beautiful. Marcus, did you make a pick on
I didn't
the
even
Bears?
get a chance to pick
Bears
my
and
pick.
Bucks.
He in here talk about the Titans with his dumb ass. I got the Bears, man. I'm not picking Baker to win 2 weeks in a row. I think maybe Chicago will get it together. Come on, Justin. Don't make me look stupid 2 weeks in a row. Don't do it, Justin.
This is a game where either way you pick, you could just be like, if I lose, then just fuck it.
That's my.
I'm gonna stick with the Bears. I'm gonna give them one more chance out of stubbornness.
One more week.
Just so they can be better than the Vikings and top 5 cousins. Gerard?
Yeah, you're allowed to speak now.
First of all, fuck you. I'm gonna eat tacos and I'm gonna post it just for you.
Let's go, Fries. Relax.
You're still gonna be 0-2 by next Monday. You're gonna be 0-2.
I
got
got
another T for you. 0-2.
I got
hypothetical matchup: Titans versus the University of Colorado and Coach Prime. Who you got?
Colorado by 21.
Oh no, I got the Titans.
I got the Titans.
I got the Titans. I ain't doing that. I'm not doing that.
The Titans defense, Shador's gonna go crazy on Travis Hunter will go nuts on both sides. If he sees Tannehill, man, I don't want to talk.
Yeah, Shador sitting on it. Shador gonna have to. He ain't gonna be sitting on that sideline.
The commercial popped up on my screen. I couldn't help myself.
I just saw it. I just saw it. Yeah.
If Tannehill got to throw on Travis Hunter's side, bro, oh my God. 5-6.
Oh shit.
5, bro.
Gerard, who you got? Bears, Bucks.
I am going to pick the Buccaneers.
All right. Another interesting. Kansas City Chiefs at the Jacksonville Jaguars. I got the Chiefs bouncing back.
Too.
Chris Jones back.
You ain't think about it, Corey.
No, ain't
Chris Jones back. Kelce might be back, and I still got Jacksonville winning the division, but that wasn't. They won by 10. That was not no easy win over the Colts. They were supposed to come out here and like send a message that we about to take another step.
Anthony Richardson looked good, man.
Anthony Richardson is all right, and Michael Pittman is good, and I can't name nobody else on the fucking Colts. And y'all struggled like shit. That's a problem. Okay, Jacksonville was supposed to send like this was one of them. Yeah, we got that kind of crazy win, but now like we got that experience. We different now. We stepping up. We about to go to another level. That was not a next level performance. Mm-hmm. That was a we still the same Jaguars performance. Mm-hmm. I got the Chiefs.
I got the Chiefs. I'm sorry. I don't want to play. I don't want to play the Chiefs after losing. I'm sorry. I'm not going to do that shit.
Shout out to Calvin Ridley though for immediately reminding people I'm still that fucking good.
Yeah, because he was fine. I got the Jaguars in an upset.
I'm going with that same sentiment, sir. Jaguars in an upset.
You got a lot of upsets. You better be careful.
Sorry, Marcus.
Gerard, back so you can take care of the controls from here on out. I'm gonna view the screen so I can see the schedule. Thank you.
The Colts at the Texans.
Tie.
Yeah. I'm leaning towards that too. I'm kind of leaning towards that too, my boy. Hey.
I'm kind of leaning that way for real.
Yeah.
After seeing what I've seen,
out of the two, the Colts look like they're the best team out of the two. I'll go with the Colts. Am I asking?
I mean, you know what? I'll pick Houston just because Baltimore struggled with them. So you're showing me.
Because Houston defense was nice.
Give me Houston.
Baltimore's defense is usually pretty cool as well. I think if Houston is not just down immediately, they'll be able to run the ball. And Dameon Pierce is probably still the best offensive player in that game. So I'm going to lean with them. I do not feel confident in this pick in any way, shape, or form. But I'm going to go with the Texans. Meanwhile, Matt Milano is the New York Jets' worst nightmare right now. Jesus Christ. Some dude just flipped off the camera. Yo, Jets fans is sick, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna stick with my tie on this one. So
He should have stick with my tie on this one.
Come on, Zach. Come on.
Tell me, did you see the dude flip off the camera though, Malik? That's what.
Come on,
Like they
Zach.
showed the fan, and he's just like, "Fuck this."
Yeah, we're pissed. Like man, it's crazy.
Jesus Christ. All right, moving on. San Francisco 49ers at Jesus Christ. He threw it right to him. Holy shit! They just showed the replay. Zach Wilson
Run the
still Zach
fucking ball.
Wilson.
Put Brees in there. Fuck his touch limit.
Give me the Niners. I don't really want. We ain't really got to talk about this one. Give me the Niners.
Nah,
Niners,
give me the 49ers.
Rams. Yeah, I also got the Niners.
Give me the Niners.
Gerard, do you want to be different or no?
You thinking about it?
You believe in Puka Nakua?
give me
Hey,
believe in-
give me the Rams, bro. Give me
You
the
believe
Rams,
in
bro.
Kyron
Give me the
Williams?
Rams. Give me the Rams in a nice 27-24 game. Give me the Rams.
I wouldn't. We didn't ask you for a score, but it's all right.
Speaking of score, we didn't put scores.
We
on the
did
Thursday
not
night game.
put score on the Thursday night game
I did. And y'all
Um,
didn't see it in my.
We don't listen to you when you're not
At
here.
all.
All right, I got
Um,
Philadelphia.
Fucking losers, I swear, bro.
Yo, bring that bad energy over here because you had a terrible week. We're like,
Fucking losers. You see that? That's the score Thursday night.
I didn't see that comment
That's the
actually.
score I was gonna
I
take.
didn't ignore you. I didn't see that.
Give me Philly 27-21.
I'm gonna take Philly 27-14.
Yeah, give me Philly 31-17.
Said 31-17.
Yeah, give me Philly 31-17.
What was yours again, Marcus? Said
27-21.
21. All right. The New York Football Giants, the only team in the NFL to not score a point yet,
That's crazy.
taking on.
You gave up 40 though. You gave up the most.
Gave up the most.
You gave up the most and
Yo,
you scored the least.
I
That's a
swear to God.
wild game.
I swear to God, I saw something. I saw a tweet this morning. And it was like they allowed 7 sacks in a game, gave up 40 points in a game, threw 3 interceptions in a game, and something. And it was like 5 different things. It was like no team has done that in a season in the last 25 years. The Giants did it all in one game. Like no team had separate games in which they had all of those things, and the Giants had all 5 in one game. That shit was wild. New York Giants at the Arizona Cardinals. I might just take the L on this, but fuck it, I'm taking the Cardinals.
Hey man, hey Giants, I know y'all better than that shit. I know
Are
y'all
you
better.
sure? Are you sure? You know, or
Hey,
you think?
Better than not scoring at all?
Cardinals
Yeah,
almost
I know
won.
they did it. I know
Cardinals
they did it,
almost
but
won.
they better than this.
Yes, super. In the words of the great philosophizer Jorge Masvidal, super necessary.
You
I'm
gotta know
gonna
where you at.
go with
my
the
boy.
Giants, man. I got y'all Giants, man. I know y'all ain't that bad, bro. I'm gonna get it now. If y'all niggas lose one more time, Giants, now. I already don't fuck with y'all. I'm right turn up on y'all next week if you niggas lose to Arizona for real. Y'all can't lose to Joshua Dobbs, bro.
Yeah, I got the
I got the
Giants.
Giants. I got the Giants, bro.
I got the Giants. Get that ball to Saquon the whole game.
Yeah, just get the hand it off.
Just
hand it
hand the
off.
I'm
ball
talking
off to
about not a
Saquon.
throw. I don't want to see Danny throw nothing. Now he can't even throw a top in the trash. Don't throw nothing.
If it's not a screen pass or it's not to the flat, I don't want to see Danny run. I don't want to see Danny throw anything. Give that ball to Saquon and win this game 7-3 if you have to. Like, win this game 7-3 if you have to. I expect this to be an ugly game. I got the Giants though.
Oh shit. Okay.
Quick update on Aaron Rodgers. His X-rays were negative. He's just not coming back to play the rest of the game.
So that sounds like something like a high ankle sprain or something.
Okay.
Aaron, if you want my advice, my boy,
sit out next week.
Sit out the season.
The season.
Sit out.
Sit out the season. Sit out the season, my boy. We'll tank. Sit out the season. We get our draft pick. It'll be a high draft pick. You can get an offensive lineman and worry about next year.
No, because if y'all was gonna say if y'all get one of them top picks, you know who number one is. I thought you've been watching them Caleb Williams highlights and you was like, you know what? Just chill out, Aaron. Let us go get Caleb.
No, I'm off of Caleb. I'm on the Shador. I'm on a Shador Sanders train. I'm not with the Caleb right now. I want Shador if I'm anybody. I'm sorry. I got mad love for Caleb.
There you go.
But I'm on
Speak
the Shador
of
Sanders
the
train.
devil, the New York Jets.
Give me Dallas.
At the Dallas Cowboys.
In a lot. Give me Dallas. I have the right to change this. Actually, you know what? I saw that offensive line, and that's the reason why Aaron Rodgers got hurt. After I saw what Dallas did to the damn Giants yesterday, I'm picking Dallas. I love the Jets, but I'm not Gerard.
I'm on a Shador.
I'm not Gerard. Give me Dallas.
Dallas did to the damn.
Dallas by two. Dallas by.
I literally wrote undermine Cowboys in a lot.
You got me. You got
I
me.
wrote that.
You got me. Dallas
Everything
in a
else
lot.
is just team, but I got Dallas in
You
a
got
lot.
me. You got me.
Especially if Zach Wilson is on that field.
You got me. I'm sorry. Dallas. This is what it is.
Marcus already know where you stand on this.
You know who I got. And Jets fans, I'm so sorry because I did pick y'all to win the division, but y'all can't win this week, especially if Aaron is down. So, yeah.
It's not even going to be close.
I got Dallas.
I'll reserve the right to change this during the week, though. Can y'all give me that mulligan?
No, nigga, don't pick Dallas now, nigga.
I got Dallas on this game.
We'll keep it for now. It's Monday night. Just like we reserved on the Bills, we can reserve right on the Jets because they're still currently playing. That's fine. Washington.
Okay.
God, hurry up and
Give me
change your
Denver.
damn name. Change your damn name. I hate it. That's why I'm not.
Give
gonna
me
say it.
Denver.
Washington at Denver.
Give me Denver.
You know what?
Give me Washington.
Give me Washington, too.
I'm off of Russell Wilson.
I don't. It's just I don't trust the Russell Wilson Sean Payton dynamic. I don't. I'm sorry.
That shit
Give me
just don't
Washington.
look right over there. It's looking like Russell should not be in Denver. This look like it's looking like one of the worst trades ever right now. Give me Washington.
I don't trust Washington. I don't trust Denver either, but I trust Washington. None. They took a last fourth quarter drive to beat the fucking Cardinals last week at home with like the most raucous crowd they've had in years that were celebrating Daniel Snyder being there, and y'all still damn near lost to the Cardinals at home. I know people who were at that game who were like, this is one of the best atmospheres we've had in forever. Like, Washington fans are hype that Daniel Snyder is gone. Sam Howell's still your quarterback.
Yep, that's true.
I just tried. I was gonna say so and so is their receiver. I don't even remember who their receivers are right now. I don't.
Why
No,
the fuck would you throw that?
I got Denver. Yeah.
Yeah, what? Brian Robinson,
Oh, Brian
Skinner,
Robinson's all
Taylor.
right. Brian Robinson's all right.
Terry McLaurin.
He all right. He's okay. Jahan Dotson's decent. Y'all okay. Y'all should have. That felt like one of those emotional. We come out here and like, oh shit, we just won 27-7, like just off that. Instead, it was like 20-16. And Sam Howell was getting the shit knocked out of him by the fucking Cardinals. All right. Sunday night game. The Miami
trash.
Dolphins at the New England Patriots. I've got the Dolphins, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little scared.
I was actually leaning towards picking the Patriots this game.
And I picked the Patriots last week.
It's not.
And they look decent, other than the pick six Mac threw.
That pick six was really bad, but the Eagles are
Didn't
one of
play
the
as
best
well.
defenses. That's what we're trying to weigh.
Mm-hmm.
Did the Patriots, are they a little better than we thought, or are the Eagles maybe not quite as good until the Patriots kind of hung with them? We don't know that yet.
Offensive coordinator for the Eagles and defensive coordinator. So,
and they lost a couple of people on their defense. They lost both of the safeties. They lost Javon Hargrave, who's one of the best D tackles in the league too. So like, it's not like they're returning everyone, and their sack numbers were absolutely unreal. All that to say, the Patriots might be a little better than what we believe, but I picked Miami to win the division, and I still feel that way. I don't think Tyreek's going to go for 200 yards again, but even if he doesn't, you still got Jalen Waddle on the other side too, and all these little small white receivers that just keep getting little 10-yard first downs twice a drive. I don't think New England's offense is as good as the Chargers, and so I'm going to take the Dolphins, but it wouldn't shock me.
Though?
Yes.
Give me New England. I'll take New England this week, just off of that. I don't just off of the Patriots knowing what the Dolphins like to do, and they looking better offensively than I expected them to look last week. Give me New England. It's a division game. New England has a tendency to win those. Give me New England.
Score.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say that. I got the Dolphins 27-17.
I'll do this. Shit. I don't think the Dolphins are going to score as much this game that they did last game. Give me New England 21-18.
Gerard.
Give me Miami 31-24.
Down Marcus for now. Monday night doubleheader. This is weird. I don't like it. I hate shit like this. And neither of these games is that good either.
Right, they usually be like two.
They
of the
usually
West
do it
Coast
week one.
teams.
Well, they usually do week one with the second game being a West Coast game, so they can start a little later.
Yeah.
But that's not the case. The Saints at the Panthers. Give me the Saints. The Panthers look like shit.
They look terrible in the preseason. I remember I
Look
told y'all that. They look terrible
awful.
in the preseason.
They just don't got the weapons at all. Like, give me the Saints. I don't think the Saints are amazing, but they're good enough. Give me the Saints. I'll say 24-13.
Give me the Saints, and I'm going 18-7.
I do think the Saints defense is pretty good, as Gerard knows.
Give me the Saints 27-14.
And lastly, the Cleveland Browns at the Pittsburgh Steelers. The other Monday night game.
It's gonna be an ugly ass game. I'll go first. Give me Cleveland. Give me Cleveland 17-14.
Stubbornness again. I'm going to still believe in that the Steelers will come back, and you just got caught by fucking arguably the best team in the league, with their best defensive player back and super motivated. I think they'll bounce back. I think the Browns are really good and be right there too. So I'll take the Steelers. I don't think it's going to be high scoring.
No.
I'm going to go I'm going to same score, opposite team, 17-14.
Give me the Cleveland Browns. And we're going with the score of 28-27.
You believe in these offenses way more than we do.
Yeah. What do you say the score was?
28-27.
Seriously?
28-27.
Who'd you pick?
Browns.
Cleveland. I don't think Pittsburgh is gonna stink it up 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah,
Not 7 points.
That offense is terrible, though. That's the thing. Like,
I don't think the offense is terrible. It's the play calling. The play calling by Matt Canada is horrible.
Yeah, they've got talent there.
They got Deontay Johnson, you got George Pickens, you got Najee Harris. Like they got the weapons on.
Freiermuth is good. Even the backup, Jalen Warren, is good. Like they got pieces there. I think that was the worst. They're a team that's coming into their own, and they faced a team that knew exactly what they were and how they were going to play, and shut them the fuck down. Like I think if they were to play the Niners in like week 9, it would be a very different story. But week 1,
do you think it's time for Tomlin to go? Yeah.
No. What?
What is wrong with you? Why are you jumping to that conclusion already? Went 9-7 last year. They shouldn't have done that.
He still doesn't have a losing record, right?
No.
Do you think it's time for Tomlin to go though?
No. We just said no.
There are Pittsburgh fans that are.
There've been Pittsburgh fans who've been saying that for 10 years.
Because they ain't won no Super Bowl in 10 years. Is it time for Tomlin to go? No. Winning records is cool. No. You not making it to the AFC Championship game. I don't know.
Look how good the AFC is in the quarterbacks they have there. Like, what the fuck do you mean? No, like you give Kenny some time to develop. Jesus Christ, no, hell no.
They've rebuilt on the fly. Roethlisberger's gone. You redo the whole team. You're just now getting these new weapons in. Pickens is in year 2. Najee Harris is in year 2, I believe, as well, right? Is it second year or third year? Can't remember. Najee Harris.
I think it's the second year.
Second year.
Najee second year. Pickens second year. Pickett and Pickens is second year. Deontay Johnson's been there a couple of years. Freiermuth's only been there a couple. Like you've just rebuilding this team into something. You still got TJ Watt on defense, one of the 5-10 best defensive players in the league. Like they rebuilt on the fly and have not had a losing record. He's fine. Be happy with what you got. Because would you rather be Mike Tomlin and still get consistent winning records and be competent, or would you rather be the Chargers and be up and down with Brandon fucking Staley doing that bullshit?
The Chargers, but I feel what you're saying.
Fuck that. Give me Tomlin all day. I want no parts of Brandon Staley.
I don't think with the talent. I just asked the question because I seen Chargers, but I seen a lot of Steelers fans today.
Yeah, but that I can tell you, I haven't worked at least. When was I worked? That was before the pandemic. You get a lot. There's a large Steelers fans contingent, in Southern California. So when I was working at TGI Fridays, that was one of the main Raiders, Steelers, Cowboys. Those are the 3 teams fans that would fill up our bar every fucking year.
That sounds accurate. Yeah.
People were complaining about Mike Tomlin for years. I mean, it's just what they do. They've been complaining about Tomlin. And then he keeps winning. And then he keeps winning against all odds.
But that's their motto to me. They had 3 head coaches.
Yeah, exactly. Took Bill Cowher fucking 20 years to win a goddamn Super Bowl, whatever the fuck it was. Tomlin won one already. He can get that same damn leeway after the fact. He's fine. They go 3-14. Now you can. All right. Maybe we can talk. He good right now.
I was just asking. I just seen a lot of it today, so I was just asking. I do hear the Mike Canada shit. Like, hey, you got to go for real.
Yeah, I wouldn't be mad at that. But yeah, I'm not sure. The Steelers are. They'll be all right. What else we got? That is all on the picks.
Yep, positive word. That's where we at. Anybody got any positive words for the week? Oh, no. Team, anybody want to touch on Team USA real quick?
Shout out to Captain America, Austin Reeves, and Ant-Man for doing everything that they could. There's literally only a couple people who even have a shot to make the Olympic team from this squad. I can at 3.5. Like, legitimately, like, players, and because they could fit in even in small roles, the only ones I would really consider would be Edwards, Michael Bridges, and Reeves, and maybe Jaren Jackson for some size. That's it.
Yeah, they need size.
They need some size. So maybe Jaren Jackson for some size as a backup because he still can't stay out of foul trouble for shit.
I could have told y'all that.
Yeah, get it the fuck together.
They're in Memphis.
But like those are the only one. Ant-Man definitely deserves a spot. And even though Reeves and Bridges aren't stars, like they can fit into so many different lineups and bring different things to the table. Like I could see them like when the teams would have like Iguodala and Michael Redd and those guys and those kind of. I could see Bridges or Reeves being like in those kind of spots. But other than that, yeah, the real players coming out because basketball FIBA is the only fucking league that runs the World Cup in the year before the Olympics. And that's why all these players don't fucking play in the World Cup. It wasn't just USA. Jokic didn't play in this shit. Jamal Murray didn't play. Like, motherfuckers,
Giannis
people are
didn't play.
cool. Giannis didn't play. Like, you need that year in between because people ain't trying to do 2 full years of basketball like that. Be like soccer and have it so there's a year off in between them. Because then you got to choose between the World Cup and the Olympics, and the majority of people are going to choose the Olympics. And that's just what it is. Either way, NBA, America's coming with a vengeance. Because if Steph on it, Steph ain't never played in the Olympics. Steph ain't never played for the Olympics. Steph is like, nah, man. with a shorter 3-point line? Get the fuck. Nah.
Steph, KD.
Nah.
Steph, KD, Bron is a wild 3 to start off with.
Bron ain't even gonna have to do. Bron is going to average like 8 points and like 19 assists. Like he's literally just like not even gonna try to. So he's just gonna facilitate and be the coach on the floor.
I will say this. I've had a lot of people, a couple of people, I'll name them, Rich and Loso, talk to me. Like, they've been tagging me about the Noah Lyles comment. This thing is starting to get retarded at this point. Look, everybody knows that the USA didn't put their best talent on the floor to win that FIBA Cup. So there's no sense in y'all beating y'all chest about which is weird. You're in the USA. You should be rooting for your team. It's weird that you're beating your chest to prove somebody's point. That's one. 2, now we're about to show you that we're the best. If everything's true, that LeBron's coming, KD's coming, AD's coming, Steph is coming, Book's coming, Tatum's coming, De'Aaron Fox is coming. If that's true, then when this happens in 2 years, I don't want to hear anything about, oh, well, champions of what? I don't want to hear it at that point because now we're about to put our best talent on the floor. If we don't win in the Olympics and we have all this talent, cool, you got me. But to judge me because we had Jalen Brunson, Josh Hart, Austin Reeves, Anthony
Halliburton.
Edwards. Even though I love him, I love Anthony Edwards.
There was, you know what? I left out Halliburton. I shouldn't have left out Halliburton. Halliburton played his ass off in this.
Tyrese Halliburton, Brandon Ingram. We had those.
Shit.
Well, he was upset the whole time because he wasn't getting playing time like that.
Because his game doesn't fit. His game doesn't fit the international.
Exactly. I was telling somebody his game doesn't. His game doesn't
recognize
fit. It doesn't fit to what him having those type of players. No, they needs a lot of ball movement. Brandon Ingram is an isolation player. That was a weird fit to have Brandon Ingram on that team. But Jarrett Jackson, like, come on, man, what are we doing here? Like, we're criticizing the U.S. for not going against Canada, better team. Germany. Who else? Germany, way better team. Dennis Schroeder is a monster in FIBA. The Wagner boys were going crazy. We talked about that in the group chat. We was like, damn, Orlando might really be.
He's been like, Franz Wagner's been like, he was hooping last year, but it's Orlando, so no one pays attention.
But it's not just him, his brother too. Like, both of them were going crazy. So it's like, yo, come on. We didn't put our best talent on the floor. We lost. We didn't medal. It is what it is. But you know what we did do? We did what we were supposed to do, and that was qualify.
Yep.
That's the reason they sent them over there. They didn't send them over there to win gold medals. They sent them over there to qualify. We had a good enough team to do that. We'll see.
Really, they had it's not like they were far off. They didn't get blown out.
No, they didn't.
They were right there with they hit.
They
like,
don't have the size.
They just didn't have size.
I woke up, well, not by choice. I just couldn't go back to sleep. But I was up to watch that Germany game. They fought back, and like either I think it was Reeves that had a open three, like a minute left to tie the game, to take the like they were right there with Germany. Canada game went into overtime. Like it's not like they just got blown out like they did in the 2004 and that shit. Like that's not Lithuania lost, but the Lithuania loss was a size, and we knew exactly what that was. It was all physicality.
It was size, and they could not miss.
Getting fucking 20 offensive rebounds and shit. That's what that was. But to the point that you made earlier, and I was going to ask this, because you brought up the Noah Lyles comment. So, these are the world champions, right? So that's the best team in the world. So if we're going to take that serious, by that logic, is Dennis Schroeder now the best player in the world? He just won MVP of this world tournament, right? Of the world, right? So if we're going to take that serious and we're going to use that, Dennis Schroeder is the best player in the world as the MVP of the FIBA World Cup. That's what you're telling me.
And I think the best player that was in the World Cup was Luka Doncic. He didn't medal either. So what are we doing? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
so that's what you're telling. That if that's what we're going to do, and this is about the world and being the best in the world, and this is what proves who's the best in the world, Dennis Schroeder is the best basketball player in the world as the MVP of the FIBA World Cup champions.
I'm gonna steal your point if I decide to do the show on Thursday.
That's all. Or cut this and cut the clip and play that to him, so I can get that answer. Let me know, because that's what if that's what that says to me. If we're taking the Noah Lyles comment serious and that this is what this is about, that's what that would mean to me. That's what we're saying about Jokic in the league in the NBA, right? He was the MVP, Finals MVP, and they won the championship. So Jokic is the best player in the world. That's what it's supposed to be, right?
See, I disagree because we can't. I'll leave the comment up there. We can't keep shitting on the world though. Like, eventually, we have to recognize that the world is they haven't fully caught up because we have the best stars in the world. We have the best players. But we can't constantly shit on the world like we're just going to run through them. This is like Steve Kerr said after they lost. Yo, it's not 1992 anymore.
It's not.
These teams are a lot better now.
It's not that our third-tier players used to be better.
Yeah,
number one, those third-tier players weren't playing.
Right.
But when they were, there's a reason why they started sending NBA players to the Olympics. It's because they were sending college players who would be kind of third-tier players, and they lost sometimes.
Right.
They weren't sweeping through everyone. They were losing.
The world
That's
is better,
why
man.
they started sending the NBA players to here. And these aren't just some random dudes. They get up off the fucking streets of Germany and Slovenia and Lithuania. They play pro ball too at a high level. No, it's not NBA, but playing in fucking Eurobasket and playing at them high, that's still high level basketball.
Yep.
And
you're
then
playing
not to mention most of the fucking best players on those country teams play where? In the fucking NBA. So they're used to NBA town.
And there's a program and they've played together. They're not being thrown together. And even as America has gotten better in like trying to build a program and building camps and having the programs and building up, we saw Cade Cunningham getting like a lot of love for like being on the select team and hooping and shit. Like America's gotten better with that. Them fucking Slovenia, the Lithuania team, they probably been playing together for 10 years.
Yep. There's a lot of chemistry over there.
The chemistry is different. It's a very different process because this shit still means more to those other countries. And the international pride as a whole means more to those countries than it does here. Right, that's why you don't see as many of them skipping out. Sometimes, look, and they deserve to. Jokic, you got every right to go, I'm good. I'm chilling out right now.
Because he played for them to qualify last year.
Exactly.
So
like
he played
good.
before the season last year.
He earned that. He earned that. And those guys, and Giannis needed to get his back right any goddamn way.
Right.
So like I'm fine with that. But that's again another point to why are y'all having these contests, these tournaments years back to back?
Right.
Move the fucking World Cup into the odd year.
Right.
Stop doing this shit.
Yeah.
This is dumb.
Yeah.
But don't kill the Americans, because honestly, like that could have went bad, and they actually came together pretty damn good for as little time as they had, and credit to Steve Kerr, because like you said, like we all thought Brandon Ingram was like, oh, it's gonna be Edwards and Ingram. He immediately identified, oh nah, this Ingram shit don't work. Josh Hart getting the starter, give us some extra shit, run the shit through, and like Brunson, we got our guys off the bench. Halliburton and Reeves gonna run the bench squad. Like he recognized shit that was Paolo, come run some five. Like we not gonna outsize nobody. This is what we good at. Let's just emphasize on that and try to do it. And it damn near worked.
Paolo's
nice,
bro. Paolo's nice. Bro.
A lot of them is nice. I fucks with Halliburton. I like Halliburton. Everything he does looks weird.
Like I like all of the players that they had are due to have good to great seasons in the NBA. Let's not kill his team. Jalen Brunson, we see what he did last year. You know what Josh Hart is going to give you. He just got a new bag. You know what Austin Reeves got a whole bunch of pieces. They don't necessarily need him to be the third dominant star after they still got Rui. They just went and got Christian Wood. They re-signed all these players that are on this U.S. team is going to go back to the USA with this experience and this playing time and ball out. It's probably except for Brandon Ingram. He's probably still going to be on the same level because he didn't get a lot of playing time. But other than that,
Bobby Portis was just happy to be there. Bobby Portis was like, how the fuck I end up?
Right, yeah, Bobby Portis didn't even know why he was there.
Bobby Portis was like, bet, whatever you need, what y'all need. You want me to come up here? I got you.
What is Zach? Yo, he has a hand on your helmet, Zach. Why are you throwing the rock to the middle of the fucking field? This is what I didn't want this season. Why is this happening again? Like, why? This is crazy. That was a good pass, though. Okay.
Yeah, his last one was good. Gary
Wilson
was
okay. All right. Yeah. Well, let's wrap this up, man, because I gotta go cry. Positive word. Anybody got any?
Just again, this is second time at Reese. Just thinking about 9/11 and shit. Just treat people right. Seriously, like one of the worst things that came out of that was the reaction to certain people and trying to group everyone together and the treatment of a lot of people.
I remember how bad that was. Trust me, especially in New York. Yes, sir.
Yep. And I know I have, and Someone that I know now that I work with that I'm really close with, and she's of Arab descent. And she was telling me how her and her dad and her and all the shit that just literally for no reason. And people have nothing to do with these kinds of things. And I hate stuff like that. As black people, we always get grouped together. Lord knows you walk in and we dress however we dress, and we be the nicest people in the world. No one sees that shit and they think stuff of you and they judge you and don't know anything about that. And I hate stuff like that. So really, we're all people. Like, treat people with respect until they give you a reason not to. And if they give you a reason not to, then that's fine. But we got to just treat people the right way and treat people how literally like it's we got told this when we were 3-4 years old. Treat people how you want to be treated. It's the easiest thing in the world to do. It's just treat people right. It costs you nothing. It takes no extra energy at all. Just treat people right, man.
Brees Hall was a fucking monster, man.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is.
My positive word for the week is remain humble, because you never know what life is going to do to you, and I'm learning that lesson right now. That's my first one. My second one is today's the 11th. My math is wrong. How many days I got? 29th. I can't do math right now.
It's 18.
18 days. 18 days. College graduate, and I can't do that. 18 days. 18 days, and I officially become. I had a great week. I spoke to. I don't want to drop any names right now, but I spoke to one of my idols. That was really, really cool that I have one of my idols' phone number in my phone. I can call at any time. Hopefully, I'll be working for him very soon.
Love that.
But things are on the up and up. So my positive word is to, man, yo, just keep striving for greatness, man. When you put in the work and you have the faith, I'm gonna say that again. When you have the faith, anything is possible and everything will happen for you. Trust me on that. So if you got dreams out there, do what you need to do to accomplish them, man. Trust me, they're going to come true as long as you put in that work. Trust me on that. Trust me. Believe in yourself, believe in God, and you will succeed.
Hey, positive word for the week.
Better be positive.
Boost your own self up, bro. Don't look for others to do it. Boost your own self up. Only person that really you should only care about is yourself when it comes to your self-esteem and the way you feel about yourself. Boost your own self up, because if you don't do it, ain't nobody else gonna do it. So boost your own self up. Don't go looking for it from somebody else. And then shout out to my kids' football team today. They won on the last second touchdown. 8 seconds left, 34-yard run.
Nice, good job. Congrats, y'all. Congrats.
20 to 18. What's the score? So shout out to them. 2-0. Shady Falcons.
Yeah, it is.
All right. Well, since I hosted, I'll go ahead and get us out of here. Thank you guys for tuning in. We appreciate the love. You too. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Twitch, like, comment, subscribe for all upcoming videos. Remember, want some merch? All you got to do is merch at the shop.com. Is that correct? Let me get that right. That's right. Merch at the shop.com. It's summer's ending, man. Perfect time. Get your hoodies, get your tees. You know, got something for your lady, man. Holiday season about to be right around the corner. Time is flying. Want to get some stuff for your lady? We got stuff on there. Go ahead, make sure you shop with us. Help us pay some bills. Merch at the shop.com. You already know, man. All right, Gerard. You know what to do, my boy.
I mean, y'all, can get us on anywhere you stream your platform for your podcast, man. All streaming platforms, Apple, Google, Spotify, all them joints, man. Turn it up. And, man, we out of here, man.
Stay blessed, y'all.